Okay, Go Math book, page 389. We are on lesson 9.5, numerical patterns. Okay, so let's look at the first problem. Let's read the instructions. Use the given rules to complete each sequence. Then complete the rule that describes how nickels are related to dimes. Okay, so the rule for the nickels, which is this row right here, okay, the rule for the nickels is to add 5. Okay, so every time we jump to the next box, we're adding 5 to the number. Okay, so 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. And what is 20 plus 5? 20 plus 5 equals 25, right? Okay, now for the dimes, the rule is to add 10. So 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 plus 10 is 30. 30 plus 10 is 40. What's 40 plus 10? 40 plus 10 equals 50. Okay? And the rule, multiply. So what number, okay, 25, because the arrow is pointing to 50. So 25 multiplied by what number equals 50? Okay? Think about it. Okay, if you do not like to use this pair of numbers because they're too big, go all the way to the first pair of numbers, 5 and 10. What number times 5 equals 10? Because the rule says to multiply. So that's why I'm saying what number, or 5 times what number equals this number? What number times 5 equals 10? I can't hear you. What is it? 2, right? The number is 2. Now, does that rule apply? Can you apply that rule to the second pair of number? Is 10 times 2 20? Yes. Is 15 times 2 30? Yes. Is 20 times 2 40? Yes. So 25 times 2 must be 50, right? So we're multiplying by 2. Okay, and if you want to really make sure that you have the correct rule, you can apply it. Okay, let's see if 25 times 2 equals 50. Okay, so 5 times 2 is 10. Put the 0 down, carry the 1 over. 2 times 2 equals 4, plus 1 equals 5. Okay, so yes, my rule works. Okay, so that is the rule, to multiply by 2. Okay, easy enough, right? This is a very easy lesson. Okay, so that's the end for problem number 1. Okay, let's go ahead and look at problem number 2. Okay, what are the rules? What's the instruction?
Complete the rule that describes how one sequence is related to the other. Use the rule to find the unknown term.
Okay, so we need to complete the rule. Okay, so the rule is right here. Multiply the number of books by to find the amount spent. Okay, the number of books is this first line right here. Okay, to find the number of the amount spent, we need to find a number times 3 that will equal 12, because the rule says to multiply. So 3 times what number equals 12? What is that number? What? 7? No, I can hear you. What number times 3 equals 12? 4. Okay, so the rule would be multiply the number of books by 4 to find the amount spent. Okay, is 6 times 4 24? Yes. Is 9 times 4 36? Yes. Is 12 times 4 48? Yes. So what is 24 times 4? Okay, I don't know. Well, we can find out by, going over, this problem using a rule. 4 times 4 is 16, so I bring the 6 down, carry the 1 over. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 equals 9. Okay, so 24 times 4 equals 96. Okay, so 24 books would be $96. Okay, and that's it for number 2. Same thing for number 3. What's the rule? Divide. Now, it's not multiplication, it's division. Divide the weight of the bag by to find the number of marbles. Okay, so in this case, we're going to start by using the bottom line. What number divided? Okay, so 30 divided by what number equals 10? Okay, 30 divided by what number equals 10? Or what number times 10 equals 30? Because division and multiplication are inverse operation, so I can, okay, find the number, the divisor that I need right here. I can find it by multiplying this number by a number that will give me a 30. So I already know that 10 times 3 equals 30. So my divisor would be 3. Okay, so 30 divided by 3 equals 10, yes or no? Of course it is. Okay, let's find out. Now that I have that problem written that way, let me get rid of this little box right here. Okay, so, 3 divided by 3, of course, 1. Okay, and then subtract 3 minus 3 equals 0. Then bring the 0 down. What number times 3 equals 0? Well, the number is 0. So, yes, 10. Okay, so I divide the weight of the bag by 3 to find the number of marbles. 60 divided by 3 equals 20. Why? Because 20 times 3 equals 60. 90 divided by 3 equals 30. 120 divided by 3 equals 40. Now, what number goes here? So to find that number, I need to divide this by 3. Okay, so 3 times 1 equals 3. I subtract 0, bring the 6 down. Okay, what number times 6 equals, what number times 3 equals 6? 2. 2 times 3 equals 6. Okay, I subtract, I bring the 0 down. Okay, what number times 3 equals 0? Well, 0. Okay, so the number of marbles in 360 weight. Okay, if the weight is 360, the number of marbles will be 120. Okay, so that is how we use this rule to find the missing number. Okay, even though right here it says on your own, I'm going to keep working together with you guys, okay, so that we can finish faster, okay, and we have more time to read, because I really want you to practice reading. You are not reading, okay, the way I would like for you guys to spend time reading. Anyway, number 4, complete the rule that describes how one sequence is related to the other. Use the rule to find the unknown term. So the rule says to multiply. Multiply the number of eggs times the number of muffins, okay, or times a number, times a number to find the number of muffins. So what number times 2 equals 12? Okay, what number times 2 equals 12? What's that number? 2 times what equals 12? Okay, when you find what 2 times what a number that equals 12, write it on the line. Okay, so of course that number is 6. 2 times 6 equals 12. 4 times 6 equals 24. 6 times 6 equals 36. 8 times 6 equals 48. Now, what's 18 times 6? Okay, 18 times 6. Okay, 8 times 6 is 48. Put the 4 down, carry the 4 over. 6 times 1 equals 6 plus 4 equals 10. So, okay, with 18 eggs, you can make a total number of 108 muffins. Okay, that's number 4, very simple. Number 5, now the rule changes to division. Okay, divide the number of meters by to find the number of laps. The number of meters divided by a number equals the number of laps. Or what number times 4 equals this number? Okay, what number times 4 equals this number right here? Okay, what number times 8 equals this number right here? All right. What number times 12 equals this number right here? Okay. So I know that 4 times 4 is 16, right? 4 times 4 is 16, but I need to add 2 zeros to that number. So 4 times maybe 400? Would it be 400 equals 16? Okay, let me check. Okay, so 400 times 4 equals 16. 0, 0, 4 and 4 is 16. So yeah, okay. And why am I using multiplication? It says to divide, mister. Didn't you read the instructions? Yes, I read the instructions. This is a rule. But again, multiplication would be easier in this case. All right. So the answer would be, okay, 400. Okay, so this will be the answer, 400. Okay, I think that way would be faster. Okay, so when you divide 3,200 divided by 400, you're going to get 8. Okay, then when you divide this number by 400, you're going to end up with a 12 as your quotient. And we need to divide now 6. Okay, 6,400 divided by 400. Okay, so of course we're going to take the first three numbers. Okay, 640 divided by 400 would be 1. Okay, because if I use 2, 400 times 2 equals 800. So no, okay, I'm going to write 1. So I'm going to write it right here. Okay, 1 times 400 equals 400. Okay, and then I'm going to subtract. 6 minus 4 equals 2. 4 minus 0 equals 0. I mean, sorry. 4. Okay, and 0 minus 0 is 0. Correct? Okay, I think I'm doing it wrong right here. Wait. Okay, I should not start dividing that way. I mean, subtracting. Well, what's the same thing? Okay, so 0, 4, 6 minus 4 is 2. Okay, right? And then I bring the 2 down. Okay, now I have 2,400. Okay, I know that 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, so I'm gonna use 6. So 6 times 0 equals 0. Okay, let me move this a little bit higher so that I have more space. Here we go. Okay, so 6 times 0 is 0. Okay, 6 times 0 again is 0. Okay, and 6 times 4 equals 24. Okay, and 2,400 minus 2,400. Okay, zeros, no remainder. Okay, so the answer would be right here, 16. Okay, and yes, at the end I used this rule to find my missing number. Okay, even though I didn't think of dividing, I change it to multiplication because it's easier to find a number times 4 that will give you this number. Okay, when you find that number, you write it and then you use this rule to find the missing number. Okay, all right. Moving on for number 6. Suppose the number of eggs used in exercise 4, which is this one right here. The number of eggs used in exercise 4 is changed to 3 eggs for each batch of 12 muffins, and 48 eggs are used. How many batches and how many muffins will be made? Okay. So this changes, of course. So the number of eggs will not be, and I'm going to use the same one right here. Okay, so that I don't need to write or create a different table. You can make a different table, it's up to you. Okay, or you can just follow along in the process. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna make the table down here and I'm going to make you do it too. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a table. Okay, so we need, okay, the batches go right here, and then the number of eggs, and then the number of muffins. Okay, so start making the table, please. I'm not going to write the whole word. I'm just gonna write the B for batches. Okay, then here are the eggs, and here are the muffins. Okay, so for the first batch of muffins, we're not using 2 eggs anymore. We're using, okay, 3 eggs. Okay, for each batch of 12 muffins. So in the first batch, we're gonna use 3 eggs and we're gonna get 12 muffins. Okay, then on the second batch, okay, we're going to add 3 plus 3. Okay, oops, sorry, not 3. 3 plus 3 is not 3. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Okay, 6. All right. And then we need to think, what number, or what do I do to this number 3 to get 12? I need to multiply it because the rule says to multiply. Okay, so 3 times 4 equals 12. What's 6 times 4? Okay, 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, now on the third batch of muffins, I use 9 eggs. I'm adding 3, remember. 9 eggs. What's 9 times 4? 36. Okay, 36. And then on the fourth batch, I am going to add 9 plus 3, that equals 12. Okay, and then I'm going to multiply it by 4. 12 times 4 is 48. Okay, 48. Right? Okay, on the fifth batch, I'm going to add 3 again. That gives me 15. Okay, and then 15 times 4 equals 60. All right, and I need to go all the way to 48. Okay, so my magic number is 48 eggs. Okay, because it's right here. 48 eggs are used. Okay, I don't have to worry about the number of batch. Okay, that is not part of my answer. Okay, so what number goes down here? So to find that number, I need to use the rule that I am using. Each time the number of eggs increases, what do I do to the number of eggs to equal the number of muffins? I'm multiplying, because the rule that up here says to multiply. Okay, let me move this down so that you can see. Multiply the number of eggs. It's not by 6, okay, because we changed it. Okay, it's by 4. So we're multiplying to get the number of muffins. So when that happens, okay, we're multiplying by 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 6 times 4 is 24. 9 times 4 is 36. 12 times 4 is 48. 15 times 4 is 60. What's 48 times 4? So we need to multiply the number of eggs times 4, okay, to get the number of muffins. So 8 times 4 is 32, right? 32, 32, 32. Bring the 2 down, carry the 3 over. 4 times 4 is 6, plus 16 plus 3 equals 19. Okay, so the number of batches will be 192. Okay, 192. All right. And I noticed that, yes, we need to find the number of batches. Okay, how many batches and how many muffins will be made? Okay, so we already have the number of muffins. The number of muffins is 192 muffins. Okay, but what about the number of batches? Okay, so to find the number of batches, we need to think what is happening, okay, with this relationship right here with 5 and 15. Okay, what do we need, what we can do to get, okay, the number of batches? What can we do to the 15 to get the number of batches? Okay, think about division. Okay, so 15 divided by what number equals 5? 12 divided by what number equals 4? 9 divided by what number equals 3? 6 divided by what number equals 2? 3 divided by what number equals 1? Okay, of course, 3 divided by 3 equals 1, so the answer would be 3. Okay, so we need to divide 48 by 3 to find the number of batches. Okay, I know that 3 times 1 is 3, okay, which is less than 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. Okay, carry, bring down the 8. Okay, 1 number times 3 equals 18, 6. Okay, 6 times 3 equals 18. And then I subtract, and no remainders. So the number of batches would be 16. Okay, 16 batches. And 192 muffins. All right, so we can use the relationship of a pair of numbers to find the rule and apply that rule to find what the missing number is. Okay, we use the relationship of the number of eggs and the number of muffins to get this answer. Okay, and we also use the relationship between the number of eggs and compare it to the number of batches to get this missing number. Okay, so that's how we do it. All right. Okay, I'm going to record the next page on a different video, and that would be the last video that you will get to watch. Okay.